I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. It is wise to persuade people to do things and make them think it was their own idea. I should tie myself to no particular system of society other than of socialism. Without education, your children can never really meet the challenges they will face. So it's very important to give children education and explain that they should play a role for their country. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. If there are dreams about a beautiful South Africa, there are also roads that lead to their goal. Two of these roads could be named goodness and forgiveness. No country can really develop unless its citizens are educated. Does anybody really think that they didn't get what they had because they didn't have the talent or the strength or the endurance or the commitment? If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. Our human compassion binds us the one to the other, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. A good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end he and the other side must be closer, and thus emerge stronger. You don't have that idea when you are arrogant, superficial, and uninformed. I am confident that nobody will accuse me of selfishness if I ask to spend time, while I am still in good health, with my family, my friends and also with myself. I was called a terrorist yesterday, but when I came out of jail, many people embraced me, including my enemies, and that is what I normally tell other people who say those who are struggling for liberation in their country are terrorists. There is nothing I fear more than waking up without a program that will help me bring a little happiness to those with no resources, those who are poor, illiterate, and ridden with terminal disease. Sometimes, I feel like one who is on the sidelines, who has missed life itself. There are many people who feel that it is useless and futile to continue talking about peace and non-violence against a government whose only reply is savage attacks on an unarmed and defenseless people. Running taught me valuable lessons. In cross-country competition, training counted more than intrinsic ability, and I could compensate for a lack of natural aptitude with diligence and discipline. I applied this in everything I did. There is no such thing as part freedom. Our daily deeds as ordinary South Africans must produce an actual South African reality that will reinforce humanity's belief in justice, strengthen its confidence in the nobility of the human soul, and sustain all our hopes for a glorious life for all. Let each know that for each the body, the mind and the soul have been freed to fulfill themselves. When the water starts boiling, it is foolish to turn off the heat. I was not a messiah, but an ordinary man who had become a leader because of extraordinary circumstances. I detest racialism, because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. There are so many men and women who hold no distinctive positions but whose contribution towards the development of society has been enormous. In countries where innocent people are dying, the leaders are following their blood rather than their brains. Even if you have a terminal disease, you don't have to sit down and mope. Enjoy life and challenge the illness that you have. Even if you have a terminal disease, you don't have to sit down and mope. Enjoy life and challenge the illness that you have. If there is a country that has committed unspeakable atrocities in the world, it is the United States of America. After one has been in prison, it is the small things that one appreciates. Being able to take a walk whenever one wants, going into a shop and buying a newspaper, speaking or choosing to remain silent. The simple act of being able to control one's person. Communists have always played an active role in the fight by colonial countries for their freedom, because the short-term objects of communism would always correspond with the long-term objects of freedom movements. There are times when a leader must move out ahead of the flock, go off in a new direction, confident that he is leading his people the right way.